Oh yeah, sound must be live now. Um, so basically, you said no casinos in Thailand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Since Thailand is so big of a tourist country, it's like I think it's like a missed opportunity. What is the reason that you don't have casinos in Thailand? Are the people
Um,
gambling too much?
I think the government said we are the Buddha country, you know?
Ah, so religious.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And in Thailand, the way they see poker, they see it's a gamble
Okay. Yeah, yeah. It is a gambling
because
game.
it
Yeah.
yeah, it is a card, it's a chip. So, but
Yeah.
uh,
Interesting.
some 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 of some of uh some of people if have power, they still push to poker tournament to make it in Thailand.
Yeah. Interesting because there was a huge tournament in Taiwan also. Philippines is good, is like really huge in poker.
Yeah,
I don't know. Indonesia maybe also. Um, India, I know for in India, when I went to Vegas, there were like a lot of Indians there and they were really good. I don't know how they play and why, but
yeah.
they were really well prepared. And I think they have some kind of online sites just for Indians, but I'm not sure about that one. It's gonna be
Um,
interesting.
sorry, can I hang up and come again? I can see your screen now.
Yeah.
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
Okay. I'm here.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Um, so yeah, this is masters. What time usually do you play in the masters? Uh, what is it like your time that you're playing?
Maybe 7 p.m. to 11 or
Uh-huh.
long than that.
How many tournaments do you think you play per month?
Um, per month.
Yeah,
Uh, because lately I didn't pay a lot, but I think before I pay about mm, 10 tournaments a day.
10 a day. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, just an advice. If you want to go professional, 10 a day is not gonna be enough. Like even close. Just
Yeah,
yeah, just
I because I didn't pay for a living, so I
yeah,
think if I want to be professional, I have to push volume up.
a
Um,
lot. Yeah,
yeah, a
a
lot.
lot. Yeah,
Someone in Thailand pay for a living. They pay like um 100 up in a month.
yeah. Yeah. So my target volume for a year is about 7,000 tournaments.
7,000
Yeah,
for a year.
yeah, per year, which makes it like I'm usually working 4 days a month. So
4K a month.
yeah, you could. I know people who can push themselves to go 5 or 6 days, but I'm also coaching and I'm being coached, and it's getting too much. So I have family also.
Yeah,
I guess I would need to balance it out, but it's not. Yeah, if you want to go pro, you would need to go like you need to calculate what the volume will be
yeah,
and multiply it by the average buy-in, and then try to see what's your total investment is going to be,
yeah,
and then like need to evaluate what will be your win rate, and that's how you can base some kind of a income prediction, because otherwise it's going to be hard to. I mean,
Yeah.
people usually winning one tournament and they think that's gonna be like every other day, and it's
Yeah,
not like this at
I
all.
think I was think that before my bankroll gone.
Yeah, you told that your bankroll, you've played a
Yeah,
bit aggressive and it's gone. And yeah,
yeah.
usually about this one, since we're still not watching any hands, about this one, I would, if you're playing for yourself, if you're not part of a staking group, I don't know if there are staking groups in Thailand or not, but
Some people, some group have staking in Thailand, but they need a volume and hope
yeah,
it
they,
up. Yeah.
yeah, what kind of volume do they need? Do you know?
I don't know, but uh, I have the Discord, the community for
Yeah.
poker in Thailand. Yeah, but I
So
didn't
usually it's about 5,000 tournaments per. The standard is about 5,000 per year.
for a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
5,000 is like bare bone, like basic minimum. So if you want to go backing, that's gonna be the at least volume, and then if you want to play for yourself, that should be again something else, because at some point playing uh, at some point it's not gonna be different if you're playing for yourself or for backing. But yeah, people are getting too late, so we are now live. Hello
yeah.
to everyone
Okay.
in the
Hi
chat.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi chat.
Hello, can you introduce yourself to the audience? I mean,
Yeah.
audience is four
My,
people including me.
yeah.
But they'll gather.
My name is Light. Um, I'm from Thailand. I'm 25 years old. So I start pay for 3 years, maybe 3.5. Yeah,
I hope you can all hear Bright.
yeah,
We're gonna watch a tournament that he played. Maybe it's gonna take more than one session, but we're gonna watch a 25 Masters tournament that he played, and we're gonna discuss some hands. I'm gonna we're gonna go through the hands, and yeah, I'm gonna see what he did.
yeah.
I
Okay,
already asked him people. He basically stumbled to the channel during the raids, and yeah, that's how he found my channel. Ма гаранция едно е такова нещо още и ще приключим. Това съвсем сериозно, защото е тъпо. Бая. So let's start. It's not a bounty. So let's see what is going to be your strategy. I'm gonna remove the HUD because we don't need it. If you need to ask me something, please tell me to stop, and we'll go from there.
yeah,
Jamal,
okay.
hello. Nice to see you, sir. So we need to open this hand with 50 big blinds. I know we're
50 big
8
blind.
people. Yeah, but it's a suited ace. I would, especially on lower levels, I would go for an open here.
Yeah. And every suit that is right.
Yeah, every suited ace is going to be fine. Another hand that I guess you won't open is King 8 suited, King 7 suited. This could be an open. King 8 I'm opening every time. King 7
Yeah.
I'm going to skip. Like, it's better to skip deuces and threes here than ace deuce suited.
Oh, okay.
People he's playing on GG. He said there is online poker, but there is no live poker there because of religious reasons. Yeah, it's interesting. People usually on the stream are not. They don't meet a lot of people from Asia, so there's gonna be some
Yeah.
questions, and we're gonna get.
Okay.
So Queen 8, this guy opens. I think both ways are fine. If you're feeling confident about post flop play, you can defend. Against early position, you can skip if the player is tight. So I think they're both fine, but I'm not gonna defend Queen 7, never ever here.
Queen 8 plus light.
Yeah, that's a bit light. Queen 7, I would fold here.
Okay.
So Queen 8 we defend. Flop comes King Deuce Deuce. He needs to bet 1.5 big blinds. I think every time with every hand that he has. And interestingly, he checks. Now, 10 on the turn, I would never bluff that card because we don't have value. We don't have any equity with that hand. And the problem will be that I assume people are checking showdown value hands like ace high, like under pair, and they don't gonna fold. So if you're not prepared to fire 2 big bullets with that hand, I would not bluff turn. So let's see what you did. You check, he bets, and we fold, which is fine. Marianski zdravie. Jack 10 off. Interesting situation, 50 big blinds. I would go for the limp, and if he raises to 3.5, I will gonna call. Raising, I mean, it's possible, depending on the player, but I would prefer limping here, so it's
Limp
fine.
call,
Yeah, limp call, yeah, cool. And interesting flop. That's a hand that a lot of people are misplaying. So on this flop, I'm not prepared to give up the hand, whatever happens. Maybe except if he bets like 6 big blinds, I'm gonna fold. And you have 2 routes, in my opinion, here to check raise because you have blockers, and it's a spot where you check raise because you don't want to get bluff anymore. But if you're prepared to fight on further streets with a bit of more aggression, like check shoving turns, check raising turns, you can also call. But yeah, 2 overcards, like 2 high cards, when he should isolate hands like 3-8, 7-8, 7 deuce, I don't know, 8-4 type of really weak hands. We should not fold backdoors here.
Yeah.
So you check. In theory, this could be also a leading hand on this board because this guy is going to c-bet a lot of bullshit, and you have more queens than him.
Yeah.
So I would go check raise here most of the times because of the diamond. So he bets 2.5, and I like that you didn't fold. So far what I'm seeing is really good. Yeah, you chose the call, and I would lead the turn on a diamond and on a 6 also. The problem with that play, if the player is aggressive, you're gonna fold a lot of turns. That's why you should consider check raise as an option here, I think.
On the flop, right?
On the flop. When he's bet small, you can check raise, I think. I mean, important information that you need to base this decision on. If the player is a regular and he's gonna
bet a lot.
Isolate a lot pre-flop, yeah.
Yeah.
So in the chat, a guy who opinion I respect a lot said offsuit combos more plus EV in general, people playing poor versus raise 50 plus. So you're on lower levels, you mean that you can open more often than theory wise? I totally agree. Yeah. So raising also makes sense pre-flop because it's offsuit combo. Like suited and call 3-bet, I would not gonna. Okay. Suited would call 3-bet, yeah. But Jack 10 suited is like in theory raise call for sure. So yeah, let's see. He checks, and on this run out, I don't think we have worse hand than this one, and we need to bluff. I think. You go, yeah. Sizing depends on the player. I would go for a bigger one between 7 and 13 big blinds.
7 and 13. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because basically you're wrapping a queen here. Reason you can maybe have a hand like 8-7 or something
Yes.
like this, but it's either 2 6s or a queen that you're wrapping. So I would go big size with that one. If I'm going to bet a small bet, I would go even smaller, like 2 big blinds.
Yeah.
Because
Polar life. Small is small, but if big, we go 7 to 13, right?
yeah, I would prefer big size here, like
Yeah.
in percentages, because they asked me to speak in percentages between 70 and 100% pot. I would go. So hopefully he doesn't have a 5, because on this size he's going to always call with a hand like 5 deuce, I don't know, 9-5 off, 10-5 off, ace-5 suited or whatever. The good thing about the check raising flop strategy is, in theory, this should not be 100% c-bet, and people, when they see high cards, they go 100% c-bet. So he folds, so that's nice. Let's go. Nice hand. Jack 6 gonna be a fold, ace queen. So we open 2.2, which is fine with these stacks. You can go even, I guess, 2.5, but 2.2, it's fine. He calls. On this flop, on lower buy-ins, I would not consider any checking. Even some flops which are not 100% check, I would go, which are not 100% c-bet, I would go c-bet like high cards. Sizing, I don't think you need big sizing here. And
I think if I bet like third or something.
Yeah, I totally agree, because against cutoff he needs to defend a lot of hands like 5-6 off, 5-3 off, I don't know, 7-8 off, Jack 8 off, and stuff like this. And it basically, whatever sizing you use is going to fold, and it's gonna be easier to call a check raise if you go for a small size here on the flop. So yeah, he calls, and on the turn he can sometime bet. I think he has a lot more deuces than you, so he can bet 1/3 on the turn, like 3 big blinds, and you need to call. Still, you need to call, because he can have hand like Jack 9, Queen 9, 10. I don't know, Queen 8 maybe with backdoors and stuff like this. So most probably on $20 tournament, people not gonna lead that turn, but you should be prepared. So now, first questionable play in my opinion. Why are we betting on the turn here? What is the reason behind this bet?
That I betting on the turn, in my opinion, I think we have king more than him.
Yeah, you have more kings than him. That's. But by the way, it's maybe not true enough, because. But yeah, tell me the other reason. Maybe is this the only reason?
And we still have a 1 over and gut shot. Yeah, I think.
Okay. So this, I think, is a discussable hand, and I'm gonna like try to put it in perspective. Okay, you're opening a lot of hands here, like Jack 7, Ace Deuce, Ace 3, Ace 5, obviously Ace Queen. You have hands like Queen 9, Queen 10, whatever. So if you bet the flop all of these combinations, and we all agree this is not a flop that people will continue easy on. I mean, he's not gonna be able to have like really weak hands on the turn.
Yeah.
So basically, against this size, I don't think he's going to fold a lot because this size is too small. So Bright did bet half pot on the turn. It's too small to chase a 10 away, in my opinion.
I think so.
Yeah, he's going to call. And also, if he has some kind of a draw with hearts, maybe he's going to continue also. And we all agree he's not folding a king. He's not folding a deuce. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
And if he doesn't fold a 10, that means he's folding some hands that are like maybe 9-10 of diamonds or jack 9 of diamonds or stuff like this, which actually you beat.
Yeah.
So this is not even a bluff right now.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like this situation. And basically on the turn, if we want to bet, most of the times we should bet with a big size because it's not a static. It's something else. It's a blender.
But in your opinion, I should check the turn light?
Yeah, you should check this turn, and you should bluff with hands like Jack 9, Jack 8, I don't know, Queen 7, something like this. Or maybe even a hand like Ace 5, Ace 3, because he's gonna call, if you bet the flop, he's going to call a hand like Ace 9, Ace 10, because you're from the cutoff, and he's gonna fold a stronger hand right now. I don't think you're gonna make him fold a stronger hand right here.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And if you check back on some rivers, you can call him. Like if there is a 3, 4, 5 rivers like this, you're gonna be able to call because he will still have bluffs like Jack 9, Queen 9, and these type of holdings. So he calls, which is not surprising. You got lucky, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most of the times you're not gonna win that one. And if you're going to bluff with this one, that makes too many bluffs in your range. Is the static gone now, Slasher? Should be gone.
Yeah.
So we check, and you did check back, which I don't like, by the way. You should go for value when this card comes.
Because they call flop and turn right.
Yeah.
So I should value the river.
You should bet small size on the river, like 9 big blinds in 17, 18. And he should still try to call with the king because, it is what it is, Slasher. I mean, life goes on around the coaching. So yeah, I would bet the river. Also, he can have some kind of an ace, maybe ace jack on his own. Yeah. Ace jack is not folding the turn against your size, I guess. So yeah, and you have the heart. If you didn't have the heart, maybe okay-ish. But yeah, I would have. We don't have value against ace jack. We are chopping against ace jack. Okay, but yeah, he had the king. If I was him, I would raise you on the turn because of the sizing. That doesn't make any sense. I would raise the turn. So yeah, this thing should be like on your mind when you're trying to bet turns. Like on every play, you should try to understand what are you achieving. But yeah, 2.1 now. I don't know if you. I think it's better for you to get only one sizing pre-flop, so accidentally not to tell out on your hand. I think it's better. Like stick to one size, and this size should depend on the stack sizes on the table.
Okay.
Okay, so we're raising flop ace king 7. He's 50. You are 50 big blinds. He has 100. We don't know the player, but at this point, I think both options would be okay. You can bet, I don't know, 1/3 or 50% on the flop, or either check. Check is also an option because you're out of position, and with this hand, I don't think you're going to bet 3 streets and you're gonna get called by worse. So
Yeah.
I would get some bets and checks mix. You decided to check, which is perfectly fine. Turn is a 10. Um, um, depends on the player, but he can still have a lot of hands like 4s, 5s, 9s, I don't know, deuces, and stuff like this. But he can also have a hand like um, Queen 10, King 10, even Ace 10. Um, Almost no chance of him having a set here after this section. So with my hands, I would go bigger sizing between 70% and overbet, like 120. I think 120 will be fine. The question we need to ask here is, does it have Queen Jack offsuit? And on lower binds, I think people will have it. And then depends how aggressive would he be with Queen Jack on the flop. So yeah, let's see. You've bet half pot, which I don't like.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I
should
should
bet
go
more.
bigger fight, right?
Yeah, we should go big, at least 5 big blinds, or maybe even 7.
Yeah.
Because he was going to have a lot of hands like Queen 10, Jack 10, maybe 8, 10 of spades, which gonna always call. And if he has like deuces, fours, whatever, he's going to fold every time. You're not gonna make him play a lot more hands when you bet small here on the turn. He calls, river is a deuce. If now you don't bet like 13, it's gonna be a problem. You bet again 3, which I don't like at all.
Yeah.
Hi, Smarty, hello.
Yeah.
You're just missing value here. He can still have a hand like ace 4. He can still have a hand like, I don't know, ace 6. And yeah. And deuce is the biggest blank on the board in the game, so in the hand, so we need to bet a lot bigger. If you bet bigger on the turn, um, then you can go a bit smaller on the river, like pot and then 70%. But if you go smaller on the turn like you did, you should always try to get as much value as possible. And he has ace 9, which I guess you are really yeah. Ice Marty, that's Bright from Thailand. He won from the giveaway. He's going to have 2 sessions. We're watching a $25 tournament analyze. Now, interesting question. What if he shoves? I'm after the sizings that he gets with the smaller sizing, we need to call. If we bet pot and pot, I think we need to fold. That's how I would approach the spot. And yeah, I don't think he can overplay against pot, but against smaller size, he can have like king 10 right now. And if it's a $25 tournament, he can have a hand like king 10 off, which is a lot of combos. And we are not sure how often he's going to check jack 10 on the flop, queen jack on the flop. Hopefully he bet it more often, but we're close to top range, I think, when we check, because in this situation, I think it's a really high percentage c-bet on the flop. Usually, we should bet more often than check early against wide defending range from the button, because he should defend hands like 5, 6, jack 9, I don't know, queen 8 and stuff like this, and we can yeah. Is it wrong to shove the turn? Yeah, because it's we have 40 big blinds and the pot was about 10. So we're not gonna get called by one pair type of hand, and he doesn't have that many. The opponent doesn't have that many two pair hands. Maybe ace deuce, and that's it. And these are only two combos. Under bluff spot for sure. Think some Brazil will turn a 10 into a bluff. Yeah, yeah. Against recreationals for sure, I'm bet folding river if I go big on the turn. But yeah, we missed a lot of value here. So twice, I think in every, like most of the players that I'm coaching, they come almost prepared for the pre-flop play with like minor details, and they quickly adapt. We didn't beat flush with two pair, Ice Marty, but there was no flush. If he has a flush draw to scare him, I mean, with two pair, we would like to get caught, not to scare him off. I don't know if I got the question correct, but yeah. So Jack 10 similar situation. So what Botta said could be a race also. Depends on the player. Okay, question Bright. If you limp, how often do you think this guy should
ISO?
Yeah, to ISO.
If I limp, maybe he ISO 40% of
Yeah,
his range.
40 is about right. In theory, it should be about 45%.
Yeah.
And next question to you is, do you think people are doing this enough or no?
Not enough.
Exactly. So that's why you can raise more, because this limping strategy is based on the fact that people gonna isolate you 45%. If they don't, you can raise with some hands and not get like the reason we are not raising this hand is because sizing of the 3-bet will be really big, and it's going to be impossible for us to defend. So that's why we prefer limp call. And if they don't raise enough, and if they don't 3-bet enough, you can sneak in a raise here. Yeah. Hey, Candy, hello. Sorry.
If he regular, I think he left. He will if we rest on the pre-flop. I think if he a regular, he will 3-bet a lot.
Yeah, he should 3-bet often and polarizing if he thinks that you're like aggro raising. So basically, what I'm saying, my advice would be, if you're playing against recreationals, try to raise some and then some of the hands that you're limping, especially offsuit hands, who can prefer denying equity. Because right now, if he falls like hand like 5-3 off, it's not gonna be a bad result for us. But this guy is ISO second time in a row, and we have Jack 10 again. So we call, and that's actually a really bad flop for us, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so check, he bets, and we should fold. Nice. Jack 9, well, that's 100% defend. It could be mixed with a 3-bet also. I'm mixing here like 50-50, but you should play that hand 100% of the times. Jack 9. Candy, sorry that I also wrote you a message, but we will do it some other time. Sorry that I put you on the spot. Nice to see you here. So, yeah, this should be a call. 100% of the times should be a VPIP. You should play that hand, but you need to decide if it's going to be a good 3-bet or not. It's yeah,
Yeah.
it's never a fault.
Okay.
If you have some kind of a calculator, like Flopzilla, for example, I will show you why. I mean, what is the opening ranges? He's gonna have a hand like maybe I'm gonna put mine like King 10, Jack Queen 9. So this should be his opening range. I think you should all can see the range. Was suited. So Jack 9 suited has 40% of the time, can win 40% of the times, and you have position also.
Yeah.
So that's why you play it. Like if it's like ICM or something like smaller stack sizes, you should skip it, but that should be a call every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. King 7 is gonna be a fold. 8 deuce fold. Okay, let's go aces. 2.1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fuck. That's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, never. It's better with aces, but that's not good. So, what is your strategy? Do you think right now? What should be your strategy?
I think I should check.
Yeah, I would like to get a check also. Reason is there are no draws here. It's going to be hard to get value out of a jack because we're blocking ace jack also, and they all have all the sets.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they will have like even I think on lower levels people still gonna call quattros from +1 position, which is not a good thing usually, but they still do it. And big blind can have a hand like Jack 6, Jack 4, 4 6, whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm basically gonna get cautious here. Don't like the check. And by the way, this is the first time that you're using half pot on the flop, and it's multi-way. So basically, if I see a guy who I'm coaching and I see all these tendencies, so you bet small when you bluffed and you bet big right now, it's looking to me that you're going to be the guy who kind of plays more what he sees compared what should range do.
Yeah.
It's of course easier right now to play because you have aces, but imagine you don't have aces. Would you go for that size? Would you
Nah.
go for a bet at all?
Yeah. No.
I
Exactly.
guess
No.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
And on this board now, you can try to play like all the multi-way pots. You can try to, if you want to bet, try only with a small size
Yeah.
because it's a long story, but it's better to play with smaller sizing if you're playing against regulars and if you're playing against adequate people. If you're playing against totally crazy recreational, you can do whatever you want. Dumbledore, thank you for the follow. So yeah, that hand I didn't like at all. I mean, cannot be a big mistake. Of course, it's plus EV to bet. This guy shoves 23 blind, three big blinds. This should never happen. So it's not a regular.
Yeah.
Can we bet check bet? Yeah, we can play, but we should use smaller sizing. With aces, if we bet flop, which is not totally out of the question, we should we should play bet check turn and bet river because we should be scared from a set every time. What is their calling range if they call this flop, especially against this guy? Maybe he can have like a jack, but uh, I mean I don't think we're getting more of than two streets value out of a jack, and we're crushed against the set. So yeah. And there are some people, then if you bet flop and check turn, they're gonna bet by themselves with king jack and queen jack. Obviously not this guy with ace 9, who should, I think, raise even ace 9, but yeah, whatever. So queen 9 we fold. There is an open. And we call. On this board, I'm giving up. If someone bets, I'm giving up. This guy has only 20 big blinds. Nice hand. Okay, ace 10. Open. Okay, that guy 3 bets to 6.5, which I think even is a kind of a bigger size for about 40 big blinds, but it's fine. And you fold, which is correct. Like, almost is maybe except ace queen off, I would never call any offsuit combo here.
Yeah.
Okay, ace queen, 50 bigs. Raise, call, and we have ace
Give,
queen suited.
I think.
How do you play this spot?
I didn't remember, but I think if now I think I will squeeze
Squeeze, yeah.
about 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, 10 is fine. Maybe when he has 32 big blinds, you can go 9.5.
Yeah.
But in these situations, when one of the raisers is about 30 big blinds, you should make your decision if you're going to play for stacks before you're raising. So, for example, if you have a hand like ace jack suited, I'm not gonna squeeze here because when you squeeze, the only options of the original raiser is to shove. He's not gonna be able to call because if he calls, basically he puts 1/3 of his stack, and he's going to have only pot size bet on the flop. So basically, he needs to make his decision pre-flop, and based on this, you should play for value only hands that you're ready to stack off. And ace queen suited is gonna be okay, but I will not gonna go ace jack suited. And as bluffs, yeah.
What about is queen off?
Depends on the player.
Yeah.
If it's like more loose, that could be okay also.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be my bottom, ace queen off. Against more people, ace queen off will be fine for 32. But yeah. But about bluffs, I would go with a hand like ace 9 off, ace 10 off. Maybe a hand like king 10 off or something. And yeah, all the other one I'm going to call. Now, in this situation, that's really strange. What is he shoving?
Yeah. He flat on the button. I think it's
Yeah, he's on the bottom.
A pair?
Yeah. Like 8s, 9s, 7s.
Yeah, something like that.
So we call, right?
Yeah, I think I call.
Yeah, nice. Exactly. I don't like this play, by the way.
Yeah.
And I will tell you why. That's maybe one of the best kept secret in the universe. Big blind, usually people who are not like even the good professionals are not bluffing enough in this spot. So yeah, I think it's a really under bluff spot from the big blind, and these things are mainly like doomed to a failure. He's either flipping or crushed. So yeah, people don't know about the king 10 off bluff, the ace 10 off bluff. They just call these hands, and they don't bluff enough. So sometimes he can win the flip or something, but overall, it's a really bad spot for him. Your squeeze size is combination of pre-flop stack size and also size of the pot, right? Bigger sizing if there are more colors. Correct, sir. Like you put 2 more big blinds for every color additional. So basically, if it was raise, call, call, you will go 12 big blinds. And I guess it's based more of a stack of the biggest of the biggest stack of the any opponents left, because if someone has like 100 big blinds and you make it like smaller because of the original raiser, his implied odds gonna be higher, and he's gonna be able to trap, like he's gonna be able to set mine more and try to chase flushes more. And if you have like aggro strategy with a lot of bluffs, you don't want that. Flugia Royale, hello.
Hi.
And we win. Nice. I would play the same descent. Nice hand. Like it. With Jack 9, raise call, and I mean that's more of a fault now because we are out of position, and there are 2 players left, but also I think in theory this should be a call. So I what I like about your pre-flop strategy is that you have a lot of discipline. Obviously, you didn't try to play more hands when you have more chips, which usually is a sign of a recreationals that I've watched so far. So ace 9, we open, and if this guy shoves 26, do we call or not?
I think if now I fold,
You were gonna fold?
yeah, I think.
I'm not gonna fold here. He can shove a lot of hands. Like, okay, he can have like ace king, ace queen. That's okay, and ace jack, ace 10. But against bottom, he can shove also king, queen, pairs, and we need to win this hand about 45% of the times.
Yeah.
And question: have you ever seen people to shove hands like ace 5, ace deuce here?
20 big buy. I think
It's 25.
25. I
Yeah.
think most people didn't shop enough.
Yeah.
A4, S5.
Okay. Let's make the calculation then.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna make my range, but now there is something interesting. In theory, like GTO said, whoops, what did I do? Fuck me, pro streamer. In theory, he should not shove hands like ace 6, ace 7, ace 9, and he should shove hands like ace deuce to ace 4.
Yeah.
Reason is he's gonna fold 2 overcards, and he's going to fold sometimes. If you're folding ace 9, obviously he's going to fold and better aces. So you did fold, but I don't like the fold with that one. So we need about 45, 46%. So is he shoving every pair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna remove the top range, like jacks plus. He's gonna go for 7 big blinds more probably. He's shoving a lot of ace 9, ace 8, ace queen. I'm gonna put some lower aces because you cannot discard them at all. But he can jam a lot of, like, okay, I'm gonna put some percentages of jack king 10 off I've seen, king 9 I've seen, king queen off, king jack off, queen 10 suited. Sometimes I've seen, not that it's correct, but I've seen these stuff. And maybe you're gonna be correct against some players, but in theory that should be like 100% call.
Yeah.
Your hand. Yeah, let's see, like this. Okay, so jack 9 has 40%, which is fun. Ace 9 off has 48.
Yeah, 48.
So yeah, we're close, but yeah, I'm gonna call. Now, it depends on the player. If you're playing against a regular, this is 100% call.
Yeah.
And if it's bounty, like it's not discussable at all. You should always call. 10-9, yeah, it's too early. Now, problem with this thing with GG is we don't know when you change tables, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe when you switch the seat, that means you've changed table. That's the same guy who
Yeah.
shoved 26, now shoves 20. Okay, ace jack suited. That's the guy with the sixes also. Yeah. Now, interesting spot here. What are we doing? A raise 2 big blinds, he shows 23, and we have the information that he's really spewy. Do you call? Do you gonna shove? You have 80 big blinds, and this guy has one.
I think I will fold that.
You're gonna fold? I'm not
Yeah.
folding here.
Yeah.
Against this guy who shoves like 26 and stuff, I'm not gonna fold.
Even uh every 100%.
Yeah, because I mean, okay. Question. So my decision is based on this style alone. If I was playing against myself, I'm always folding here, Ajax.
Yeah.
But it looks like this guy want to make a big stack or whoa. Did I make him? No, it's correct. Yeah, he's just shoving 23. So looks like this guy wants to make either big stack or like bust out of the tournament. He doesn't give a fuck. Sixes showed it, and then these 3 other all wins also are showing this thing. So he's not getting dealt aces and kings every hand. That's for sure. And I think he's not gonna play aces and kings like this. That's another important thing. So
Can I ask?
yeah,
So
always
I should call and for if PM
exactly.
are for bet jack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
I get that.
Bottom will be against this guy. Maybe is gonna be ace 10 suited. Yeah, ace jack off ace 10 suited and sixes, sevens maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, if you go across Twitch and you see Bota88, you can trust this guy with pre-flop calculations. I think he's gonna be one of the best in Bulgaria for sure.
Bota?
Yeah, there
FTM?
is a guy in my chat who I know for 10 years already, almost on Twitch, and he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really good at pre-flop calculations. So, yeah, he's not gonna stream, but if you see them in chat, you can respect his opinion 100%. Yeah. So basically, my next question is: if you just call, what is this guy going to think about your range? He's not gonna be able to call you with like. I think he's gonna fold ace queen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I just call.
Yeah, you have aces, kings. I mean, you're not shoving anything here. You should call your every range, like the entirety of your range. You're gonna do it like sevens, ace jack off, ace 10 suited, and then if he shoves, we're gonna call with ace king and I don't know jacks plus maybe or something.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, eights open. This guy shoves and we call. I'm not gonna watch the outcome. We lost, but it. I mean, I would. I would say that when you're getting coached or you're trying to analyze, it's better when the situation is like 100% clear. You'd better not watch the outcome if it's gonna affect your decisions at some point. On latter stages, like ICM spots, it's going to be important because you will understand how he plays in ICM. But this situation just doesn't matter what he had. So he's opening 2.5 and you're 3-betting 7.5. I don't like your sizing. because he only has 30 big blinds. And if I was one of these three guys, basically you're now declaring that you have ultra strong hand that is ready to stack off for 27 big blinds.
Yeah.
So basically you're showing you have like, I don't know, 10 ace queen.
Yeah.
If you want to sneak some bluffs, you can go smaller, like, I don't know, 6.5 maybe, and then even fold some hands against this guy. Like hands like ace, like, I don't know, king 10 off, ace 7 off, hands with blockers.
Yeah.
In this exact situation, I would go smaller size only for value because we know this guy is going to shove. But my value hands will be even ace jack off here because it seems he plays every hand so far.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ace 10 suited, ace jack off, maybe sevens plus, 3-bet. And I'm going to try to isolate him as much as possible from other players because this is our bread and butter on this table, obviously. He calls. And now, question on this board, what are we doing if he goes all in on the flop? Because it's an option.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. How am I so good at this reading shit? Question still pending.
Yeah.
Do you call?
If now, I think
Yeah.
I fold that
It's
because
kind
we
of
just have
tricky.
two
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, but we need 35% here. And I can try to make it look good, but I will gonna fold, but it's gonna be with like I'll be puking in my mouth 100%. Because he can do it with like ace, like only a jack, only an 8, only a 6. This guy's gonna get 6-5 of
Yeah.
clubs
6,
every
7.
time. And we win, yeah. So it's not an easy fold. But I'm gonna fold. Ah, you did call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, 6-7.
Yeah. If he
Yeah, the
have
problem is
any
these
pair,
hands
he
are
gonna
problem.
shove.
Yeah. Painful.
Yeah.
That's like really painful now.
Because it's like 2.5 months ago. Yeah, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, let's see. What was the board here? 10,
10,
9,
9,
7.
7. Two crop.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go clear. We have ace king suited, but we're gonna look only our combo. So what is he jamming like this? Obviously a lot of sevens.
Yeah.
Which is not a good thing at all. I was hoping for more like 10 10 or a bluff. But yeah, he's gonna have all the eights also. Like this guy is going to maybe not jack 8, but never sure for a range exactly. I'm gonna try to make he's gonna have ace 9, king 9 off, king 10 off, queen 10 off. Fuck. Oh shit. It's really hard to make flush draw here in this calculator, by the way. So he gonna have like queen every 10, right? Yeah, 10s he's going to have. 10 9 maybe not because it's too strong. Ace 10, but he's going to have like king jack, king queen, king 8. Yeah, I did put king 8. Sixes. I'm gonna put some pairs also. Sixes, but he's gonna shove sixes pre-flop. This guy. Let's fuck pairs out of here. Eights for sure. He's shoving.
Yeah.
So I guess no sets. 33%. but our hand has 25. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough spot. I can understand why did you call, but the board is too good for him to call, I guess, because also the bluffs will have a lot of equity. There will be some bluffs that gonna be like 55% against you. So right now, as you said, fold seems to be a better option. Ace 8, you did open. I mean, that's less open. That should be a less of an open compared to Ace Deuce and Jack 9.
Yeah.
This hand will bring you less money in the long term compared to the other hands, despite the position.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still an open. I like the open. Oh no. What are you doing?
Maybe I was due for a last hand. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like tilt for the last hand, which if you wanna go pro, this thing should never affect
Yeah,
you.
I think so.
It's okay. I need to ask a question
Yeah.
because that's like really important for you. What is more like tilting for you in the previous hand? I'm gonna switch it back. I'm gonna bring back the pain.
Yeah, maybe because this guy pay for a lot and shop every hand, so
Mhm.
he call my three bet with 6 7 suit. Yeah,
That's
something like
tilting
that.
also.
Yeah, so when I lose that hand, when maybe because I um did not collect call. Yeah, I think I should fall on the
Okay.
flop.
Um. So my question basically was you kind of answered when you put that you lost a hand against a thing that should never happen.
Yeah,
You kind of answered my question because there are two types of tilt in this situation. First, you lost the pot, you lost something in the tournament like equity, your stock, whatever, money. Sometimes that's gonna be lost. Sometimes
yeah,
that's one thing. And if you're tilting like this, you should work on it even more because that's basically is gonna happen all the time.
yeah,
You don't control how people play and how they gonna like. You would like to for them to play bad, and you don't.
yeah,
But the other question is also kind of important. Could it be like self-blaming or like trying to put a lot of responsibility on you because you made a bad decision and then all goes to hell?
yeah. I think so. I think I chew on myself when I shoot the call.
Okay. But I mean, nothing of this. Yeah. Okay. That's a good question. Might ask. Nothing of this should happen. By the way, like if you go tilt on tilt and then I mean fuck off your stack, you're not gonna achieve anything in the long term. There is a question in the chat. What if he had ace five on the previous hand on that one? What if he has ace five right now of I don't know of hearts and hits a five on the river? What is going to be the tilt effect on you?
Yeah, I think so.
It's gonna be even more or less now.
I think more than uh than this. Yeah,
More than this.
yeah,
Okay, so basically that means you 100% need to work on this a lot because if you like if he shoves ace five and he wins, You will win like 90% of the times this hand. And you cannot do nothing about it. I can a bit more understand like self-blaming because like you feel like you let down on yourself by a wrong decision.
Yeah.
But if you are going to be affected by results of the random number generator, poker is not gonna be good for you, like even for your nerves at all. These all things are really easy from like if you're explaining them in a like calm environment right now. But yeah, you should think a lot about these things before you go pro, because you told me you're playing for 3 years, which I can suspect stew poker is gonna be a lot of fun for you at this point, especially when you feel it like hobby. I mean, poker is gonna be fun and nice thing. If you wanna go pro, that means you need to be playing the same things over and over again, and sometimes not get results in months or years.
Yeah.
And you need to endure that just to try to put 100% effort from yourself. Nola, hello. No, today is gonna be a stream, racing stream after this. I'm gonna make several hours a break, and then about 10 p.m. local time, I'm gonna play Assetto Corsa today. Okay. So ace eight, and you got cold. It's like
bad play.
it's yeah. If you're now like if someone pays me money right now and he says I'm gonna be a pro in like I'm gonna quit my job in 2 months and I'm going to start playing poker for a living, I would get the money and tell him to stop with these kind of ideas for sure.
Yeah.
On the same channel, yeah, here. King Jack off again. Jack 9 is more of a open than this, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Nice hand. I mean, that's our guy, right? Limping.
Yeah.
Cool. Jack 4 check. Against this guy, I would not go bluffing at all. Just uh, you need to understand against these players, which are playing like 50-60% of the times, you should just expand your value range. Like if you're against tighter opponents, you're gonna isolate Queen Jack off. Against this guy, you're gonna go King Queen 10 off or Queen 9 off even, or King 8 off just for value, because he's also and another thing, these guys who are raising a lot and sometimes limps, these are the sweetest fruit you can ever take, because basically he has aces sometimes, but more often he's gonna have like 5, 6, 6, 7 and stuff like this right now. Bluffing with small size against this guy, I don't think is going to work. Yeah. You should adapt differently to recreationals. That's my advice. I have already made several conclusions in my head about your play, but yeah, that's gonna be one of them. 7-4 we fold, ace queen, raise. Now we don't fold, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Okay. Ace jack off. We got him even with top range, I think. Okay, new table. At least, I mean, after all these like adventures, at least you have a good stack here. That's good. King, queen open. 3 bets, we fold. That's easy. Oh, so you're now calm already. No tilt. Nice. Raise. That's an interesting spot if this guy folded. What are you doing if this guy folds? So we have 42 big blinds, 22, and you have king jack suited.
I think I open. I think I should call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
would be a
yeah,
call.
I think I should call.
I think you should call, yeah. Right now, when this guy shoves, I think I'm gonna fold easy.
Yeah,
So my range should be, I don't know, maybe ace 10 suited, ace jack off here, because it's like we have 17 in the middle already. So um, you're risking about 40, and we should go a bit wider.
yeah,
Squeeze fold or shove is better. I think with about 40 big blinds, king, queen, king, jack suited, to go squeeze fold is going to be like a small crime for me. So if you, yeah, too strong for any option, king, jack, exactly. I would go call also and shove worse. Like on the previous hand, if this guy folds, whoops, sorry. If small blind folds, I would shove like jack 10 suited, queen 10 suited, maybe even king 10 suited, and ace king off, ace queen off. These are the standards, and pairs, of course. uh there is an option if we have a read on people, but that's his first hand on the table. If you had a read on these players, and like this is the UTG guy is going to open a lot, we should call we should go squeeze and pay off the short stack. Fold ace jack. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think he has a lot of post-fold potential king jack suited right now, which, I mean, call is not minus EV, so you cannot like discard that at all. What is good for squeeze in this pot? In the big blind. I mean, it's tricky. RS Qatar. Yeah, king 10 is better show than king jack for sure. I mean, maybe a hand like ace 5 off sometimes. If you want to be like really sneaky, because you can fold to every one of them, sizing maybe should be like, I don't know, 8.5 or something. Yeah.
if the mobile phone, right?
Yeah, that's all when small bite folds.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's really tricky option. It's really a tricky thing. So I'm gonna go ace king suited, ace queen suited. Yeah, ace queen we're gonna be ready to stack off GPV for 40 bigs. So ace queen suited plus queens plus, just because when we shove we want to have like jacks and tens in this range, so we're not gonna be just like bullshit there shoving. If we're going for bigger stacks, if we're 100 big blinds, yeah, for sure king jack's gonna be fine. If we're going for 50, I think it's still gonna be a call. If there were both about 50 big blinds, it's gonna be a call, not squeeze, because we should be again polarized, I think. Okay, so we fold, 9 deuce fold. King 7 is gonna be a fold. Easy folds. Ace 10 off UTG. We open. He calls, one more call. I mean, right now, I guess a lot of checking will be on my mind when we have +2 in the pot here and the button also on any kind of board. Yeah, on queen, queen, king, he's gonna have some broadways and like ace 10, ace jack from the middle position. So basically, if we bet, our target is to fold for him to fold like sixes, fives, sevens, and whatever. But I'm not sure he's gonna have them. And just based on the range of the +2 guy in the pot, I'm gonna check a lot here. Check, check. This guy bets. the guy who should have like a lot of pocket pairs and not that many broadways, which is strange. It's kind of a tricky spot because what is he bluffing here? Especially when we have like ace and 10. And we have
Yeah.
also 10 of hearts. I think against this size we should call once, but like folding is not out of the question here. And I can see on every hand of yours you're taking the tighter approach. Just maybe against this guy he pissed you off and you caught him with ace king, which should against never you should never play emotionally. But yeah, I am okay with the fold because basically the middle position guy will call really often, and we need to get a jack, and sometimes this guy can have queen jack or I don't know something like this.
Yeah.
Some sometimes they bet with hearts to raise the pot. I mean, if this guy is good, he should be aware that both of these ranges are connecting really hard to the this board, and I don't think he's going to be able to bet 7-6 of hearts right now. He's better to check and try to realize equity because if you bet like this here with this sizing, which is against that's the correct sizing, I don't think people will gonna fold anything. Like maybe Bright will fold something from the UTG position, but this guy is not checking to fold. Maybe he has sixes or sevens, but that's the only thing that he can fold. I don't know. So it's hard to bluff if you're the button here, I guess. Check, check, bet, call, queen, and king nine. Why is he checking queen on the turn? I mean, he's maybe even afraid that this guy has only higher queens and no king. But I was 100% correct. That's hard to bluff if it was him and this guy, he's never going to fold. Yeah, nice hand with ace 10. King 9, this guy opens, small blind shoves, we fold. We should call a hand like king queen suited for sure here, maybe king queen off. We should go all in. Just, yeah, calculating. Hands like ace 8 off, I think also ace 7 suited, ace 8 off. I don't know, 5 6s, something like this. I would call. Tens, shit. Okay. They both had it. Shove for 13 with folds. Easy. Easy. Okay, not a, okay. Ace 10 from the big blind. UTG opens. We defend. 40 effective. Pot should be about 6. Flop comes 10 8 3 with a flush draw. We check 100%, right?
Yeah.
Cool. He checks back, which I think people don't know that this should be like a lot of betting here going on. And right now, situation is getting really interesting. Depends on the turn card, which is a queen of spades doesn't get flush draw, but flop is queen 10 8 3 right now. And we have ace 10. How are you approaching now on the turn?
Mm, I think I check.
You check again?
Yeah. I, yeah.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense because we presumably think that he's going to check high cards
Yeah.
like king, queen, ace, queen, and these, and maybe is he checking queen 9 here on the flop, in your opinion?
Queen 9.
Yeah, a gut shot from the flop. Is he checking?
Cut short at the flop. I think Queen 9 he betting.
Queen 9, he will bet. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I'm going to say now is that you should consider betting from time to time here, because he can also have a lot of hands like 9 7 6s, ace 3, ace king, king jack. If he has king queen, why doesn't he have king jack right now? Maybe he has an 8, like 8-9, king 8 sometimes if he's afraid to bet.
Yeah.
So basically betting here with medium to bigger sizing, like half pot to 70% makes kind of sense. Because I don't think we would fold this hand at all, right? If we check now, we're gonna pay 2 streets. I mean, if the river is blank, of course.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So maybe sometimes you can get the initiative and you be the aggressor. So you can block his sizing, because it's gonna be not that fine for you if he's that type of player that he decides, okay, this guy's checking twice. I have some strong hands. Let's put pot like 100% on the turn and like overbet river. He checks again, 1 card straight. What are we doing?
Mm, 1 card. Wait. I think we if now I think I block bet.
Nice. I like that one. Really. Block bet 1 big blind.
Yeah.
You didn't
But
do it in
I,
play, but
yeah,
yeah.
I didn't remember that.
I like the way you're thinking here, really. You should bet, because it's gonna be hard for him to fold an 8 or 7s or 6s to 1 big blind. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
he check
yeah.
3 straight. Yeah.
Yeah, when he checks twice, he has mainly this kind of hands: 6s, 7s, 9s, which obviously not good to have 9s here, but yeah. Okay.
Block bet about 1 big blind something. Yeah.
1 big blind, just 1 big blind.
Yeah.
Block bets are usually 10 to 15%, but still this pot is about 6, so you cannot go 10% no points, 0.6, so you should go 1 big blind, I think. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard for you. I mean, sometimes if you bet bigger, he's not gonna call you with ace high or 6s or so. What should be his checking range on the flop? RS Hatter asks. On this flop, early versus big blind, I'm not gonna check anything, because I mean, it looks like it's a low board, but people are not check raising enough, in my opinion, and also it's not that connected. And all of our bluffs are usually 2 overcuts with a backdoor, backdoor straight or backdoor flush, in or sometimes combined. So I'm going to bet half to a big size every time on this flop. The reason is we're gonna, if we bet bigger, we can discourage the big blind from defending with overcards. I'm gonna bet on my whole range, El Bacho. So you gonna see me on the stream. I'm over bluffing in these spots, and I think it's good. But in theory, you should, if you have like big and small size, if you want to play with 1/3 some hands and with big size, you should be polarized. So like king 9 with no backdoors could be a good one to bluff. Hand like ace 5, ace 4, because of the backdoor straights and almost no equity. One overcard. That's gonna be my bluffs. 5-6, 7-6. Yeah, 7-6 with no flush draw is gonna be a good one. Yeah, these gonna be my bluffs. Okay, 7 deuce we fold. 8 deuce, ace 7 limp. Yeah, we fold. Okay, we're gonna make one more big analyze hand, and we're gonna wrap up with some conclusions about the stream. Ace queen, this guy raise 2.1. Question: How are you playing against 2.1 big blinds?
I think I 3-bet
Um,
because I in my opinion I have position. Yeah.
so you're gonna go. What is going to be your size then?
Maybe 5, 6 something.
Yeah. So these are spots in general that are really interesting. So first we get 21% pot odds,
Yeah.
or about 20 if they use the min click. So if this guy is making it with a random shit, you should always no fault, like fault nothing here. Maybe 7 deuce, 8 deuce, and 9 deuce off, and all other things you should call.
Yeah.
Reason is if he's like he has like, I don't know, even if he has like um really strong range, like for example this kind of a top range,
Yeah.
which they don't have with two big blinds, I can assure you. Like hands like 8 deuce off, they have 27%.
Yeah.
So basically it's a highly exploitable situation if they kind of thinks that they can exploit your play with min raise. You exploit them back by 3-betting a lot, shoving a lot, and defending everything, and then trying to understand like. So problematic boards when we call is going to be the middling the is going to be the middling boards, because they usually open hands like king 8, jack 9. These are the things that I'm seeing most with this size, especially when they have bigger sizing like 50 plus or whatever. So yeah, I like your thinking, but I think ace queen should go as a shove because it's offsuit. But I would go 3-bet no win with a lot of suited combos, because we would like to shove a lot of, I don't know, maybe 8-9 suited stuff, like 5 king 5 suited stuff like this, just to
Yeah.
punish his range. And we need some strong combos to like enforce our shoving range, not to be only bullshit. Shall we have some traps, aces and kings? Aces maybe, but it depends on the player. If he's like really loose, we can 3-bet aces to 4.5 and he's not gonna fold anything. And I kind of prefer this kind of strategy and not traps. But yeah, if I'm going to trap, it's gonna be only aces, because there is like, I don't know, 25% chance of a ace on the flop, and you're gonna be miserable from then on. So yeah, you did decide to shove, which I like, but if he's going to do it every hand, I think you're correct, and you can go 5 big blinds and then call off a shove, and he folds. Of course, he's going to. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up for now. I told you in our like conversation before the stream that it's
Yeah.
really hard to get 300 hands in a single or like, I don't know, 4 hours is going to be really hard.
Yeah.
So I hope you learn a lot about yourself, hopefully.
Yeah.
uh, and you like the format. I mean, I think, okay, let's start with you. Tell me what is the impression that these coaching sessions got on you, and then I'm gonna tell you my conclusions.
Yeah. My impression, like, um, can you repeat question again? Sorry.
uh I mean, what is your opinion about the coaching session? What did you
Yeah.
like? What didn't you like, and so on?
Yeah. I think I like your when you so if if this hand not go this way, we
Yeah.
what we should think. Um. Example. In that hand, if uh that small if small by 4, so we should uh sorry
Yeah,
something
no
like that.
problem.
If yeah, if uh not the way, if not go that way, so we
Yeah.
should think something. Uh yeah, if if uh didn't go that way, so some hand we should pay something like
Hmm.
in this way something, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So, yeah.
yeah, and I think I like when you explain. Yeah, I think I understand some some course when they teach, I didn't
Hmm.
understand. Yeah, but
Okay.
when
So,
the way you teach, I can understand that.
okay, fine. So basically, you like that I'm not telling you, okay, that's wrong. You don't play like this, but I'm expanding with some examples and some way of you to change your play with some other plays. Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
like that.
okay, makes sense. Makes sense. So first, from what I'm seeing from you, I would recommend several times. First, get your pre-flop ranges straight. That's gonna be always the base. At this point in time, you can find easy pre-flop ranges and try study because like it's going to be easier for you to play multiple tables if you want to go pro at some point.
Yeah,
It's going to be just knowing some things by heart, like no wondering is this a call, is this a race,
yeah,
is going to make your life easier for sure. I can see you're more of a tighter side when you're playing, which at lower levels I think it's fine, but I guess you will need a bit more creativity to beat meat stakes like the 25s, the 30s, the 50s. You would need a bit more creativity.
yeah,
Overall, I liked some of the lines that you offered, like this the the first hand, the Jack 10 blind versus blind. I like that you didn't fold the flop. I like that you bluffed the river, although sizing weren't correct. But my main recommendations would be to use more calculators, like in these pre-flop spots for sure. The ace nine hand was, I mean, you're gonna get exploited if you're gonna try higher stakes. Like you told me, you won a tournament and you went to play high stakes a bit more.
yeah,
And of course, these gonna be the results. You're gonna get highly exploited if you're folding too much there against regulars, of course, and they're gonna be more and more the regulars. Also, the post flop plays, the ace queen hand.
yeah,
When you bet small on the turn with basically almost no reason, you should work by like thinking what any of your moves achieve. Because it was a hand with, like I told you, he's not gonna fold a pair on the king 10. What was king 10,
yeah,
7, deuce or something? King 10, deuce, deuce. It was the turn. Yeah, king 10,
yeah,
deuce, deuce.
yeah,
And you had the backdoor flush also. So basically, you either bluff with a bigger sizing and try to fold him of a 10 on the turn, or some kind of a low pocket pair, maybe. Or you don't go small size because you're not achieving anything. And try to find out ways to understand how ranges are connecting with the boards. And after like if for example, if you see bet, what is going to happen? It's really, I mean, it's a problem for everyone, but I guess that should be the point that you need to go to. Uh, Again, the hand with the ace 10, it's easy to see the queen on the turn and say, okay, fuck, he has like high cards. I mean, he's gonna have queen and he's gonna have ace queen, and I'm fucked with ace 10 and whatever. But you need to try to read through the like take a step back and see the entirety of his range and say, okay, he can have like worse 10 than me. He can have like 10-8 or something. He can have like 7-6s as he had, or ace king also. And these hands are going to call me and not gonna fold. So is my hand strong enough, for example, to just bet twice and sometimes get paid by worse? Because we are not like losing to uh, I'm not gonna fault if he has a queen. If he has a queen, we're gonna lose a relatively big pot either way, if you check or you bet. But do we miss value sometimes when we're not betting ace 10 there?
Yeah.
So I guess like working with calculators gonna expand your knowledge, and I'm always gonna be the guy who is going to try to prove anything with numbers, like showing ranges, showing equities. If you want to, because you told me by yourself, I took a bad decision with ace king that make me maybe did made me tilt.
Yeah.
So the only way to fight tilt is when you're sure what are you doing. And
Yeah.
sadly, it's a mathematical game, and you need to sit down and do the lab work, the laboratory work. I was like you, like 10 years ago, and then I had the luck to meet my coach, and he changed the way I'm thinking about the game even to these days. And I'm always trying to prove anything with numbers. Otherwise, I'm not trusting like the fucking streamer told me that was a bad play. Why? I would
Yeah.
never like trust opinions to from better players than me, even 100%. If they're not able to prove it by some kind of numbers, I don't know, model, because it's not gonna be only solvers. Solvers are not the entire truth. Yeah, nobody. And
Yeah.
there is a joke chat from the joke question from the chat.
Yeah.
Are you into Muay Thai and kickboxing?
I what practice in um sorry, in something like 5 or 6 years old, but I think it's too hurt. Yeah, so I quit. Yeah, because in Thailand, when the when he practice, he start at I think five in the morning and run and hard work. Yeah. So when we when we in the sorry, when we in the fight, so it hurt too much. Yeah.
It hurts so much. I
Yeah.
can't imagine. I don't know why people are doing that. This guy in the chat, he's kind of a martial artist for years, but I mean, he's asking stupid questions, so maybe it did get to him. Yeah, yeah. He said he's going to meet you at Raja Daman Stadium. Nice.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so me and
Ratchet and
Brides,
then yeah.
Me and Bright's gonna make another session. I would recommend taking a bit time, like maybe to do the next session within a month,
Yeah.
not the next week. So if you try to learn something, try to implement it in your game, and you have some new questions, prepare them for the next one. So
Yeah.
basically, that's how my coaching sessions are going most of the times when I meet new people. Again, trying to ask the questions and to dissect your opinions. Okay, I'm still not gonna be able to send you to someone because it turned out I learned today that usually these days Twitch affiliation takes about a month to be approved, which I don't know why is this, but shit, it did happen. So I'm still gonna wait for Twitch to, I don't know, decide if I'm good or not for affiliate. All the criteria are met, but yeah, I don't know. So I
Yeah.
guess you can go to Blind Guy's stream. I'm gonna post it in the chat.
Yeah, I was watch him before my guy
Yeah, he's the guy.
789. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I watch him in the YouTube when he coaching with his coach my about mindset or something. Yeah.
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 The TTO streams. Yeah. Okay.
Thank
So yeah,
you a lot. Yeah.
yeah. It was a pleasure. No problem. We're gonna do it again. So be prepared to get exposed again. Also,
Yeah.
thank you for the new follows, Bruno and Edgy. Thank you. I didn't see that one, but yeah, I was too busy trying to expose Bright's place. So yeah. See you. For some of you, see you in like 2 or 3 hours. I'm gonna drive the fucking Toyota. Let's see what's going to happen. Bye bye. See you on the next one.
Yeah. See you.